Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Silver Shadows Trail of Echoes. This is about to get a little buck wild, everybody. So yesterday we set the theme. Yesterday we fought some big-ass monsters. Like, we fought an amalgamation of a massive number of sunken ships, like, reconstructed by the corruption, and then made into creatures that were just rampaging. And they fucking took them out in like epic style. Excellent. Everything went great. We know this place is getting really magical because Charity was studying the plants around the area, and they are exhibiting similar qualities to the plants in the greenhouse of the Silver Thimble. The more magical an area is, the faster this transformation is happening. The more magical an area is, the more likely corruption is going to get there. These are notes that we are just finding out as we play. And just like, if you were guessing that, I'm just gonna like lay it on the table. It makes sense for you guys to understand that. If you could just do me a solid and RP how your characters figured that out at some point, I would really enjoy that. But anyway, we are all in Bone Meal, because we are all at Bigburg. Everybody in the chat, unless you're just staying home for some reason, in which, you know, live your life. But we are getting ready. Oh, let me introduce today's cast, and then we will get into it. All right. Oh wait, we got Nomad Caram going on when it's supposed to be Mixel Caram. I saw you do it. No, there he is. Oh, stupid handsome Caram.
I guess I can't mute today.
So we have got Caram, played by Prophecy of Zero.
Pleased to be here.
We got Cash, played by Soap.
Good evening.
That has already made the first roll for the game, and it was a 1.
Godspeed.
We got Clem, played by Van X.
Hello.
And we've got Osiria, played by... I'm gonna stop right here. What do you want me to call you? On the Twitch chat, you're Kindred, right? And in the Discord, you're Shy. Do you have a name that you would prefer?
Either Shy or Kydrin, whichever you prefer,
Kydrin.
honestly.
Shy, short, and I can remember it because I call you Shy.
That works
You
for me,
switched to
yeah.
Kai. Just really combine them.
Kai is also good.
Oshairia. There we go. Oshai!
Osiria.
OSHA violation to Syria.
Okra. Okra. Like Osiria's okra.
I've never eaten okra, but that does make a lot of sense. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of slimy, but...
That's what I've heard recently. I saw like a TikTok of Matheson saying that it was slimy, and I was like, I don't want to go anywhere near this. But
like
you know what? I'm also curious because whenever something has an absolutely terrible sounding texture, I need to experience the taste to see if it's worth it.
The
It's
taste
better-
might be
it's
okay.
better
I just
fried.
personally don't like it. Like, my mom would make it in, like, Senegal a lot, and it's pretty okay, but I don't like it. It's not for me. Not
Welcome
because
to
of
the
texture, though.
stream, everybody.
Yeah, food. Let's go.
Who needs horrors of the Diggy hole? It's just food talk.
Nice. Thank you, Seth, for that one. Excellent.
Okay.
Nice to know. Okay. So everybody in the chat, I saw Not Forgiven and I saw Lurid here. So Vatna and Silky, I need you guys to do me a solid. We are going to send these 4 let's switch the map real quick. We're going to send these 4 into the Diggy hole. To, like, and the mission is obvious, everybody. Like, there's no beating around the bush. Whatever's down there needs to be killed. Let me move this. I don't know what's happening with my laptop.
Putting that on. Thank you.
Hey, you guys can all still hear me just fine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear you loud and clear.
Oh, I figured it out. Never mind. All right, we're good.
Okay.
All right. Sheesh. So what I need, and let me know if the screen switched because we're doing the beta again, real quick, guys.
Yep, looks good.
Yeah.
Good to me.
All right. So we've got the Diggy hole here. The crew is here. Peanut is here. Like everybody in the chat is here. And let me just real quick. You're all setting up. It was great. Last night they slaughtered some huge ass monsters. They captured parts of it. The repair there's a garage currently fixing Akanda's motorcycle. Nichols, Jet, and Gardic, and the gentleman are in a workshop. You guys can go look and try to help them out for sure. Absolutely. There are 2 bars that are still standing. One of them is the Cat and Squirrel, and the Cat and Squirrel has memorabilia all up and down the walls of Soki and Rupert hanging out. Like the backgrounds of some of these pictures are places that none of you have ever seen. Like this background of one place that it looks like all around Soki and Rupert is just an infinite void of like just they're standing at the top of the world basically, and you cannot see the ground, but like they got like Rupert's got a selfie stick out situation. Like it's going insane. And then this morning, you guys all wake up. You 4 a very strong sense of adventure in the air. Like, you know what you have to do. You know, Officer and Senior Officer Akana and Officer Nickel have reported that down below there is a monster in that hole. They heard it roar, they felt its presence, and they know it's incredibly strong and is likely corrupt the same way that the other corruption around this area has been. So you all know this. But you're excited for the adventure. Like you wake up this morning and you're in Digburg. What's the morning like? And this is before your Oracle cache.
Oh, good.
What are you guys doing around town? Like everybody else can be here and like you can have like you can go get food or ask me anything you want about Digburg, but or prepare your stuff. Caram, I believe you said you were bringing in the weapons. What are you guys prepping to go down here? What's that look like?
I'll let you go ahead first.
I was just clearing my throat. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to use an ability scroll if I could for something I want to prep that might come in handy later.
Yeah, sure. What you got?
I want to use a spy scroll for poison. Specifically the black poison that commoners and minions are instantly killed. Bosses are hit for 10 HP because Osiria's been to the Diggy hole a couple times. She knows there's already dangerous stuff down there, so this is kind of just like an extra precaution to have some really good firepower for whatever we're going to be facing.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea that you using that scroll is kind of asking like a Connor or any of the other spies that have that ability to make the poisons for you.
Which, yeah, honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, you've got the black poison.
I will say, she did probably like provide the ingredients or what have you herself, just because
Oh
I
yeah,
imagine
absolutely.
it's a lot of plant-based stuff.
No, that's real good. All right, so what's the morning routine look like? Oh, like you guys like psyched? Are you ready? Are you pumped? Because like right now, the energy is high. I can't be more clear about that. Especially if you're hanging out at the bar, the squirrel and cat, or cat and squirrel. I can't remember which one I said first. Because there is an object of glass, of desert glass, in there, that was created by Nickel when he shocked the desert with lightning. That is resonating with you all's sense of adventure and just like pumping you along.
Well, I know for Cash, he's getting any kind of medical things that he may need, since he's obviously never been down into a diggy hole before, but he's heard the stories, so he's preparing for the absolute worst. Probably pulling whatever like heavy medication or medical items out of the dream circle, which I would assume he would have driven here in.
Oh yeah. You guys,
Yeah, sweet.
I think everybody drove here because the airship is going to be busy in a couple of days, and I think we're probably retrofitting it, and you can't really get the sub here.
I will say he is the most prepared outside of medical stuff is some more of his offensive items, because he's not great, he's totally a fighter, haha, considering, but he is getting things ready in case they need to bug out for whatever reason to protect others. So which currently he has on him, his Siren's glove, cigarette holder, the Dreamweaver's blindfold, and his drowned flintlock. So he's got a handful of his magic items on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, is Cash bringing any of the special weapons?
From what I remember, the special weapons I think are too large for him to wield.
You can physically do it. Like all of them you physically could use. Just they're unwieldy.
I would say no, just for his own comfort. He wouldn't really bother taking them, since he knows that others in the party could handle them far better than he can.
Absolutely. How's Clem and Caram doing?
I think Caram is testing out the mobility of the daggers from the God Hunter's stash. Mainly because he's also going to be trying to bring the whole door with him.
Oh, you're trying to bring the whole null metal door. Alright.
So he's just training to have that on his back while he's going around with them right now.
Yeah, I
Give me
think
a 20
Clementine
sider
will
real
also be
quick.
training. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. What's Clem
Yeah.
training with? If you guys like, we can combine these into one.
Oh, I mean, I think Clementine's still practicing with the honey hammer, like with it being like just a little bit different, like with like making the golems and like other shapes it can take and everything too. So I think that's what he's doing. And also like
Okay.
I guess he'd also like be asking the spoon for advice, like, oh hey, like how do you think I can make this better, or like what's this, or like just inquiring about technique.
The spoon definitely puts on like a drill sergeant-esque like attitude, leaned up against the saloon wall, watching you. It's just like, what you need to do is put your back into it. Well, not that much back.
Okay. He straightens up a little bit more.
Not like that, loosey goosey. You gotta put your back into it, but you have to flow.
All right.
You are trying to use the honey, which is a very flowing thing, but you're trying to make little golems, which are very rigid things. We need to combine straight back with flow like water.
Okay. And he makes kind of like a swooping motion with his hands with the honey hammer. Okay.
It's like, excellent. And now, go! Roll me 2 20-siders and take the higher.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Tough choice. So, here's how I believe
This is a
it
10
could
and
work.
11.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
this is
an
a 10
11.
one?
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I
an
see a
11 there.
10. I see 10
I
and
do
4.
too. I do too. That's what it says. But
I did too, but I can see it on the
At
side.
the last second, it did tip over. I don't think this is like the other mistakes, but it is still annoying. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll take that 11. So you get it. Now, Clem,
Mm-hmm.
this little guy that's gonna follow you around for the rest of this game, what's he look like?
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about this like literally all day. I am not sure. I made options. I don't know. I think this guy is. I'm gonna probably combine these little things. I kind of wanted to be like another horn creature, but it's really prickly. But also really fluffy. So like its fur is really like spiky. And it's probably I don't know. I think it's able to stand on like 4 legs, 2 legs. It just depends on what it feels like. It's probably like a medium size, like a little like maybe like a small cat, small dog kind of size maybe, and it's really prickly. I think. I'm not really sure like what kind of creature though in general because I wrote like gorilla or porcupine, but I don't know. I couldn't decide.
Okay. And before anybody gets too attached and is like, hey,
Mhm.
Ellen just bit the head off of Clem's pet. This is
okay.
your golem. This is a construct made of honey.
Yep.
Mhm.
Also, I feel like he would have hardened some of it too, like for like the spines and stuff, like with and
Oh,
probably
yeah,
mixed a little bit
totally.
with the porridge too, and just a little bit of everything. So
Seeing if I like have any tokens that like
yeah, it could
I'll
be like
find
a
one.
fuzzy little guy. Yeah, fuzzy little guy. But I imagine though that it's very like spiny.
All right, Caram, why don't you also 220-siders take the highest. We'll start it on a good note.
Woo!
Look at that though. Fuck yeah.
Woo! You got it. You got
Let's
it.
go.
Woohoo!
No issues. Like, Caram, you figured out how these fucking Skynight, like, these things work immediately. It's just like, absolutely. If anything, Caram, give yourself an attack where you turn yourself into a wrecking ball. Like, you can
Perfect.
literally attack with the shield while you're just swinging around.
I think that this is due to his training in Mixel, actually. He's just used to floating through air and water. Well, no air and water at this point, that this is just second nature to him.
Absolutely. That's going to be great. And it's just like, everybody's coming up to you, like, patting you on the back. I think Akana has explained to all of you that if you wear the recon visors, you can track this thing. And when you guys all put them on, I'm like, this is what you get for free, and you can make a roll if you want to.
Mhm.
And when you look down in the hole, it is, you get the sense of a blank background, like absolutely nothing, no hills, no trees, not a thing can be seen on the recon visors, but you can pick out a bunch of creatures, like, and they are standing as though there are hills and stuff all around you. And what I'm going to give you for this is, you know that the place down there is devoid of magic. But there are creatures down there that are magic. So you can track the creature that you're looking for. Caram, you're going to be the first one that sees it. And like, you can't really make out its anything except for a giant glowing eye that immediately hits you with... Imagine if mentally you look directly into the sun. Like, even during an eclipse situation.
So when Pim took out her sword.
Basic, like, yeah, that mace or whatever that glows with that pure brightness. It's like right there, and it's in your mind. So like you can squint your eyes closed, but you still feel it. Like, and you realize that what it is, it's an eye that is staring into you. And then I'm gonna carry that 20 over. You were just training. You were fucking like working it. You immediately, reflexively turn the emptiness on, and it flees. Like it's no longer in your head. You don't have an after image of it. You can remember the pain, but you are no longer like you instantly turned the pain off.
This is gonna be a problem.
And then above it begins to darken. Like you're still excited. There's still so much left to do. Like we're gonna get down there, everybody's pumped, and as the crew prepares to lower the party into the diggy hole, the mood is fun and excited for another adventure into the depths of the echo. The sun peaks directly above. The sun peaks directly above Digburg as it hits high noon. Suddenly, the light is stripped from the world, casting the town into pitch black. Matches are struck to illuminate the sudden night. Any attempts from the magically inclined crew to light the darkness feel like trying to fill an ocean with an eyedropper. And slowly the light begins to radiate out of the hole, and something roars. Cash. Pitch black. You are surrounded by night. You can feel like the distance between you and, say, Clem standing right next to you. You guys were getting ready right next to each other. And you reach out for any comfort, and they are a mile away. If you step towards them, another mile away. You call out to them, and Clem slowly turns, and you just see Clem's skull exposed, dripping corruption, as like they turn to Clem, do you give him a little wave? Like it's dark, it's scary, but like you're not feeling this loneliness, this emptiness. What would Clem do to try to comfort Cash in this moment?
Oh, I mean, I feel like he would approach him and just kind of like give him a little pat on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, are you alright, Caps?" Just talk to him, ask him like if he's doing okay, like check in on him. That's what he would do.
Cash, this remnant of your brother is walking towards you, tongue lolling out of its mouth as it is a mockery of speech.
I think in his panic, he draws his pistol at him and he falls over and he's looking at him. It's not loaded, but he pulls it on him.
Oh.
Caram and Osiria, you see this happen. Like, you see Cash pull the pistol on Clem.
Clementine stopped dead in his tracks with his hands. He was gonna, approach him with his hands out, but he's like, oh, nope. He's in shock. But he knows something's wrong, so he has a serious expression on his face. It's like,
If you look over...
right.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
I was gonna say, Caram probably comes up and just, like, gently tugs Clem back, like, give him some space.
Yep, he backs
I
up.
think-
He's like, yeah.
Osiria's gonna move real slow here because anything sudden might be a real bad idea, but she is gonna try to, like, gently put herself between Clem and Cash, just in case.
Yeah. Clementine just has a serious look of concern. He's like, yeah, no, something's not right. So he understands something's going on. It's not.
Bones exposed. Cash. Like, what's left of Caram after the corruption has eaten him from the inside stands in front of you. Like, it's visceral. Like, his his abdomen is missing whole parts. and it looks like some kind of worm is slithering around inside there. It's like Osiria, a beastly mockery of a wolf, stands before you, like no eyes to speak of, as she sniffs the air.
I think in his in this current moment, he's still on the ground, shaking, holding the pistol at the three of them. Just do not approach. Stay back is all he's saying, and he is his ears are back and he is visibly terrified.
The sunlight comes back after a solid minute of this. Of like that. Once that's over, the tone does not return to jovial. There is a earnest need to get this done, filling the air. And like looking around, everybody's murmuring, the town is murmuring, people are like running into their homes, the doors slammed, you hear multiple doors being boarded up. You hear just like the cocking of Western style like shotguns and revolvers everywhere as people prepare themselves for whatever is about to happen. Everybody out here, like every single person in the chat, you feel your AP being drained into the hole the way that the sunlight was. In this moment, and this is why I'm so glad that Lurid and Not Forgiven are here, we need to put a shield up. These four, I'm going to give you a chance to RP everything. I just want to set like the tone of the RP, what's going on. Is these four are going to go into this hole and kill this thing. But while they're down there, every bad roll on their part, every good roll on my part, is going to steal your AP and steal the world's AP unless this shield is up. Every time I do damage to the shield, it's literally somebody's AP I'm going to be hitting. You guys are giving Vatna and Soki your AP to shield this town. Like, there's no real threat to you guys. Like, if you hit 0 AP, it's going to hurt, and we'll roleplay that. But if any of these NPCs hit 0 AP, they are consumed and gone. And there we go. Cash, you're laying on the ground. Like, Osiria is near you, like, looking normal. There's no after image or anything. It felt like like somebody turned the light on.
When there's the moment of when the light comes back on, it's just a moment of he's still sitting there shaking, holding his pistol, but then he drops it, just starts crying because he almost shot people that he Syria, people that he works with and 2 people he really cares about.
No, I understand.
So he's gonna just start crying. He's already off to a great start. I'm sure it's fine.
Clementine really wants to hug him, but he just doesn't think it's right to still approach him, so he's just upset and his heart hurts.
I think seeing this, Caram knows that it's okay and just comes up and just gently puts his hand on Cash's shoulder.
Clementine instantly just goes and just clings, and after that he's like, okay. And he just like hugs Cash and he's just like, it's okay, bro, it's okay, I'm sorry.
In serious, there's the awkward third wheel.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
It's like that gif of somebody standing there twiddling their 2 front fingers. It's like,
Clementine's just like, he reaches for Osiria.
Alright. Clem, she will.
She's included.
Brings her in. It's like, oh, we're going in this together.
So what you know about this thing is it cannot hide from you. And the reason it can't hide from you is the place it is devoid of magic except for living creatures. But what Nickel told you is its power is if you are seen by it, like if you're the focus of its eyes, that is how it hurts you. So go down the diggy hole. Don't get looked at too much, and kill whatever is powerful enough to drain everybody's AP at the same time.
That sounds easy enough.
No pressure.
Alright.
No pressure.
No
Yeah.
pressure.
We're not gonna have to make any rolls for can you guys climb down ropes. We know that you guys can.
Mm-hmm.
You see the crew setting up to put the shield up all around you. These are the stakes. Like the longer you guys take, the more this thing will just intermittently hurt these guys. Like the worse you roll, the more you hurt these guys. Well, I'm slowly getting all of the characters on screen. It just takes forever. I have so many tokens. But yeah, are we all just set to go? And also, are the sky knives the only ones of those items that are coming down?
I think Caram would mention that this thing does not seem to like null.
Yeah, like, am I allowed to take something? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
okay. Cause let me see what it's. Cause yeah, it's.
We're gonna make a new channel for that as well.
Okay, cause it's
I don't know if I saw
it's the big one.
The hammer?
Yeah.
The Mauler, yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Mauler.
which
Just so
that
he can
sounds
handle it.
especially good now that we know.
I feel like he's gonna be using that in favor of his honey hammer, but he still has it. If that's okay.
Absolutely. And you got your little guy.
Yeah, I got my little guy. He can help us scout and stuff and tag along.
Now I'm gonna try to kill him, not traumatically.
It's okay either way. Like he can make more, but he is like, in general, like he's proud. He's like, I'm this little guy, but it won't be that bad if it goes away. He knows they're temporary.
Just don't give it a name. That's how you get attached.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my little guy. It's my buddy.
Everybody's just like, oh man, what's this? And Clem's like, it's my buddy. And just breaks one of his spikes off and starts eating the honey. It's just like,
No, it's a buddy. They're also good for snacks. Like takes a little like needles. Like here, hey, it's still honey. And then it grows back a little bit. It's like, see, look, it's fine.
Clem just like, this is my buddy, smashes it with a hammer, and then it comes back together. Buddy!
Yeah. True. He would. He'd be like, forms it over again. He's like, it's fine. See? Demonstration.
Everyone else is just horrified.
He's all chipper. He's like, this is so neat. I love this trick.
oh, I am gonna say this one out just in case anybody was curious. Because I did get a lot of questions last month of is like, how much AP do I have? And during that arc, it was 100%. You regain AP between games, it's fine. Because the threat of last arc was not getting killed and hurt. This AP is going to last until I say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all of your games coming up. If you get hurt, you're hurt. Like if you spend AP here, you don't have it for tomorrow, and you don't have it for Monday, and you don't have it for Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you won't have it at least until the next Monday's game. Next Monday, when we play the big game. So take those into account for yourselves. And also, absolutely use AP shots if you want to. I'm down for it. Canonically make it make sense though. Make it like you spent so much that you needed to go to a doctor's office. Like for it. I want that. Okay, guys. We going down?
All right.
Was anybody gonna grab one of the weapons before we went down? I think someone was saying something about
Yeah, Clem's got the
Well-
Mauler.
Yeah, Clem got the Mauler, you got the Sky Knives. I think that's all we're taking, though.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Alright, so the Mauler is a 7-foot tall hammer. Axe with a hammer on the back of it. The hammer has no metal in it. Like, that is the part that has no metal. It does not burn magical characters' hands. And it deals 8 damage, and it sucks if you roll a mixed success because you get counterattacked immediately.
Okay.
But it deals 8 damage. Alright, down we go. Alright, I'm switching the map now.
Can I add one thing that I think Cash definitely grabbed just
Yeah, absolutely.
real quick? I think after his little moment, he goes to the Droomsicle and retrieves a lighter. So, just having a casual panic smoke while also down there,
Of course,
which
of
plays
course.
into him, which he always now uses it with the cigarette holder that he has.
Wait, did you use the car lighter?
He has his own lighter
Okay.
that he hasn't been carrying, and it would say that there's probably like an extra in there that he would take.
It's like the idea of like you going to your car, pushing in the lighter, and just standing there by the side of the car waiting.
I mean, probably it's multiple times where he's like, yeah, I forgot my lighter at home. Well, this is the closest I got.
So you guys climb down, and eventually you see a crevice leading into the side. You're not going down anymore. Like, you can continue to go down, but with your recon visors, and I think all of you get one for free. Like, we don't have to play the cards or anything because of what Akana did yesterday.
Neat.
You can see that this is the direction that creature is. This is the way to get to them. And you immediately smell like a fetid swamp in there, but in the background of that, you definitely smell like a deep forest, like untouched land. I really think Osiria, it connects with you on the same way that when you went to the Gaia's garden situation. It feels very much like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that part of it probably does kind of feel like home for her, so she might be a little more comfortable with that in mind. Not super much so, considering what we're going into, but... Like, I think she's a little more at ease now.
Yeah, like there's something here that isn't. It's not all terror and dread. Like there is still as you like enter here, I'm gonna say like a quarter of the sense of adventure comes back for all of you. As you begin walking through the crevice, which is wide enough for all 4 of you to walk side by side, you start to see some roots in the walls. And to no one's surprise, Osiria, you see one of those gauges and a small, like a valve next to it. And, like, the gauge is on completely empty, like, no longer giving anything off. And further down that route, it looks like a burst pipe, and it is pouring out. Like, not pouring out might be strong. Like, imagine you had a bowl of pudding and you just tipped it on its side and it's slowly spilling out into the area. That is the consistency of this corruption.
Alright.
But through the pipe, that broken pipe is giving you a sense of like you can feel adventure, but like at all costs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get to the end of this tunnel so we can see the rest of this place. So you guys come out here, and it is... Wait, where's Caram in this one?
Oh, where are you?
He's poking something with a stick.
Ah.
Stop, look around like, has anyone seen Caram?
That's fucking twice.
Caram starts walking ahead too often and has to stop himself and come back.
Turns around. Oh.
Quit
He's just
walking
so
off.
silent about it that they don't notice that he's already gone way too far ahead.
Sometimes tries to just catch up. Come on.
All right, Caram. All of you, actually. Like, are you guys going to be looking through your recon visors, or how are we trying to track this thing down? Like, when you get in here, you look out, and this is what you see in front of you. Sorry, you see, like, swaths of... Yeah, we'll just... Again, I just must have deleted Caram off of all of these. Oh, I changed his token.
Ah, that would do it.
Yeah.
I can't stop walking off.
Speed up.
Slow down.
I mean, in general, I feel like Clementine would have been having like the little guy walk ahead in general anyway. So if anything, he probably would have been following Caram anyway, as he's going ahead, because Clementine would have ordered him to walk ahead of him just in case something is like in front of them. So that's something that he'd be doing, but he'd also be keeping an eye out. I don't know, like looking
Absolutely.
around. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, for Caram, he mainly only brings the visor down to look for the direction it is in and potential threats along the way. But that's otherwise he puts it back up.
I think this is like through the recon visor, we see the fact that you all, and well, with the exception of Caram, are glowing on this almost like just silhouettes. Like we can't see the background. It's basically completely 2D, except for we see Clem, we see Cash, and we see Osiria like glowing, like as perfect silhouettes. Clem's honey hammer, it has like a little leash thing that doesn't exist to normal eyes. It is connected to his little pet, and just his little guy. So like you can see that, but that little guy is glowing brightly because he is pure magic. While living creatures that use magic, that is a construct of magic, and it is glowing. And in the distance, Caram, you see what looks like maybe a herd of deer. Maybe they have antlers, but like they are very deer hop. So yeah, it's like hopping through. But behind them, you see something is stalking them.
Is it the same silhouette I had seen above ground?
Yep, absolutely. And when you look at it through the thing, it hurts again, except for then you can turn it off. Like it won't hurt you to look at it through the recon visor. The other three, you don't want to look at this thing through the recon visor.
Okay.
Alright. Looks like it's hunting down some deer, I think. I think I heard reports about deer like in this world, but They look weird.
The fact that there's deer down here is weird in itself.
Last time me and
Well-
Osiria fought death, nothing down
This-
here is weird.
This entire place is strange.
I bet.
Mm.
But our target is behind it.
Okay. Hmm. How do
Try
I
not to
go?
look at it unless you want your head to hurt.
Understood.
Already does.
Takes note.
All right. On the way, so we're heading off that way. Is it this one? Okay. When we get like a little closer, like as we start approaching, like we find all of this like strange mechanical, natural amalgamations everywhere. There are tons of like flowers even that their petals are just sheet metal curved back. But Osiria, you've spent enough time around like flowers and stuff, you know enough about flowers and stuff that's just a natural shape. Nobody like moved that into that shape. It grew that way.
And if I'm correct, this is similar to what is currently happening to the greenhouse?
It is.
Alright.
And like, but many of these pipes are corroding. They are like slowly like melting away. Inside one of them, as you get close, you hear what can only be described as a wolf howl.
I think she, like, when she hears that, she kind of just, like, shudders a little and looks to see if anyone else might have picked up on it. Or if it was literally just her.
I think everybody else could, like, a breeze picks up. And there is a breeze coming out of that pipe, and it's almost like a burst vent. Like a burst pipe. But instead of like spraying out gas or like it is just sound. And it sounds almost like it sounds exactly like the combination of hurricane winds and a wolf howl. And there is something in that pipe.
I ask, would Shadow react to hearing that?
Probably, yeah. Like I think like it would I think the shadow might howl. Like you would not on it, you wouldn't hear it, but you could turn and see it.
Mm.
I think. How much closer are we to the creature? Do we have any sort of idea, or?
It is tracking down. Oh yeah, So, Caram, if you're down for it, I'm just gonna keep having you be the one that looks up because it doesn't hurt you.
Yep, I kind of figured.
Like, you look through the recon visor, and it has pounced on one of these deer. These deer, like now that you're getting closer, you realize the scale is massively off. Like you thought you were much closer to them than you were. These deer must be like the size of rhinos. These things are huge. And the creature, which to you is just a ball, like latches onto it and like attaches itself and begins to, you can't see what's doing it, but it breaks every bone in its body. And like you can just see the snapping as it is pulling the magic from this creature into this orb, and it continues to glow brighter and brighter as you watch it. And eventually the body is no longer seen by you through the recon visor. but the orb is that much brighter.
I think that the rest of them just see the, like, fluff on Caram's ears, since they really can't see his legs, just puffing up. Well,
So,
glad I'm not
Well-
hungry. Or that I didn't eat before coming down here.
That
Mm,
bad.
so
mm.
all right. As long as we have some distance from it, though, I think, if I could, I think Osiria is gonna like just kind of ask everyone to take a step back just in case and investigate the where the pipe was burst, because
Mhm.
she didn't want to if we were getting really close to the creature, but
Mhm.
Through the burst pipe, and like you can see the fact that like it is corroded and jagged, and there's like corruption leaking over the sides of it. But like in the center of this pipe, you could reach your whole arm in, and it's gonna take a roll, just so you know. But you could reach your whole arm in, and there is a glass isohedron in the center of it. And it is like, it sounds like a hurricane. It is the purest breeze that you have experienced on this world, or maybe in your life, even surrounded by this much corruption.
uh yeah, I think honestly she's gonna feel compelled to try to get it out.
Now we play a game of operation. Like, you by standard have one 20-sided die for this. If you can sell me on anything else, like that helps you get this thing out, it is a glowing 20-sided die shape that is containing a hurricane. Like you can feel the gyroscopic nature of it from a distance. But that is the hilt of a sword, for the record. Um, the sword is called. Well, you'll find that out later. But there is a sword in there.
Let me see if I have anything that might help for this. Doesn't look like it. So I
All right.
think I'm just gonna have to take the 1d20.
All right, hit me with it. Tough choice. Okay. Do you want the tough choice is so like it's so obviously not even a choice. Like, do you want to grab it but cut your arm really bad and some corruption gets in you?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. So we don't want that. The other choice of it is, do you want to grab it, but we judged how close that monster is. Like, Caram is gonna, like, you get your hand on this thing, but it is here, and it's gonna get an attack on all of you before anybody gets to move.
Mm,
That is a tough choice.
I guess.
Or do you want to just give it up? You can't just, like, you'll see it fall through the pipe, and it will be, this thing will be in the world, just lost to us for now.
I guess I'll ask this to the other players because everybody's gonna get hit if we make this choice. Do we want to accept that hit? Because I'm fine letting this go, but I'll leave the choice up to y'all if like what you're okay with.
I mean, I'm okay with it if you want it, but if I'm okay either way. Honestly, like,
Yeah, same.
I'm personally okay either way. It's up to you if you want it or not. Like, I'm okay to take the hit and we can start fighting. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, I guess we're doing it.
I'm ready. It's now or never.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
As you grasp the shape and pull it out of there, it's a gleaming, pristine sword of blue steel. It is beautiful. It moves like the wind always feels like it's moving it where you want it to go, so you always get a +1 no matter like how you however you're using it. It will work exactly how you want it to. The weapon also has an additional 6 AP. Like, you can pull from this weapon to infuse any ability that you have. Any ability that costs AP, you can infuse it with this spirit of, like, pure wind. Like, you can create a hurricane, basically.
Oh.
But that's not what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Oh, that's big.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Get that.
Oh.
Like it's
I hate it. Thank you.
Look at this thing. All right.
I mean, neat, but holy shit.
This thing's a lot quicker than I thought.
Which, given the nature of this situation, I don't think Osiria even sees it yet. She's still looking over the sword when this thing approaches.
Clementine's like, oh no, but he doesn't.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to ask. Could I use the shield to try to stop the damage? I know it's only for one person, but
it could definitely stop.
I'm willing to roll to see if it could stop more of it.
So, what you guys will see as it approaches is it looks like those deer-shaped things, like through the glasses, but it is huge. It's monolithic. Its antlers are the size of like full-grown oak trees situation. Its orb is pure magic. It's beautiful in a way, except for that it is constantly leaking that corruption. It is pouring out of its face in a viscous fluid. When it's right behind you, it screams that scream that everybody heard. This is, like, immediately, all 4 of you lose 2 AP. Top crew, that means you too. Somebody, like, it's gonna cost at least 2 AP to stop it. And then it begins its attacks. Let's see how the rolls go, Caram, and let's see which one you can block with. You can stop with the door. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The first die is always going to be Caram. Second is going to be Cash. Third Clem. 4 Osiria. Ooh, who did I hit?
That ain't great.
Ah,
No.
Cash!
No.
Cash!
Godspeed, Dr. Man.
Cash, I just hit you with a natural 20 right after that a wonderful omen.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm.
Okay. The other two are successes and one's a failure. Caram, who are you saving?
Take it no matter what. Cash is getting hit here.
Cash is getting this. Cash is getting this regardless. That 3, like, you protect yourself. That 3 misses one of them, and that's the one that you get the shield. That 12 hits the other. Osiria's got her back turned as she's like grabbing this sword.
All right, it's protecting Clem.
Oh, protect Clem. Okay.
I couldn't decide, so I just rolled.
Oh.
That's fair.
That's fair.
All right. So this thing raises up much like a deer. Have you ever seen the ones where they like bat their front like hooves? And like it looks like nothing, but I've heard it can break skulls.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is coming right at you, Clem. Like
Oof.
and like you're shaken, a little bit concussed from the draining of your AP.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing, it's got you dead to rights. This thing is coming right down on your head.
Oof.
Caram, how did you stop it? What's it look like?
I think that he quite literally just uses the propulsion just to get in the way. He hunkers his feet down, and the moment that it hits is the moment that he pushes it backwards to just stop the attack.
Mm.
Just another pulse of air out from the blades.
Mm.
Just to keep him from being launched, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, you feel it. It's jarring. Like, after this fight...
I think Karam's
Go ahead.
legs are wobbling right now just from that.
Mm-hmm.
And it dents the vault door. Like, nothing like it's out of shape so you can never use it, but just like, it went over the falls just fine. Like, this thing, like, scuffed it up in one single hit. Osiria, like, you just in time to see this orb behind you, like, lance right through your mind, and you just, it feels like just somebody speared your head, like literally like a pin all the way through your head that exploded into roots. And it's like, it feels like it's in your brain and like thorning outwards as it is trying to steal all of your magic. And like, it is, you feel it sipping away. Like, you lose 4 off the top right there.
Wait, for HP or AP in this case?
AP for this hit.
Okay.
But Cash, it looks over at you as it sees that it's knocked down Clem and Caram. It's like they're under the shield, protected. Don't worry about that. But it looks at you and just, you feel it staring at you, and it is bright. It is bright white as it stares. Your shadow extending behind you, doing that like going all the way into the horizon thing. As its hand reaches, its hoofed foot reaches towards you with a dexterity that does not make any sense, as you see fingers appear, and you see the face of Clem like ripped apart. Like you see loss personified as it grabs you up in one of its hands and like squeezes you. Like you can feel your ribs begin to break, and then it reaches with its other hand and picks up your shadow. And then rips violently. Like somebody ripping paper in half, or like a whole bundle of things. Like you would see somebody ripping two people apart. As just one snap. In Cash, you take 8 HP damage and 8 AP damage. As it lifts the shadow to its orb and consumes it.
Oh, shit.
It begins shifting. Like you see its joints begin breaking in different directions as it stares at you all. You guys' turn. It did drop Cash, like directly onto like the ground. I think is like super wet and gross. It's very swampy. Probably very cold now. Specifically for anybody who's been like the more AP you lose, I think the colder it feels. No, that was Midnight Shadow.
Dear.
Cash only had the one. No, wait, no, yeah, Cash had them. Like, they're gone now. Both of them. All of them.
No
In
shadow?
this light, if you go to help Cash, Cash does not cast a shadow.
Oh.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine.
He'll kick things
Yeah,
off. I'm gonna launch myself at like a wrecking ball.
Absolutely, yeah. Give me that 20-sider. For sure. Yeah. Sell me on this one. Tell me exactly what it's looking like.
Just Caram is sitting there and just saw the rip right as it dropped Cash. And he's just pissed. He lets out a ton of air from them, jumps off, and just hits it square in the gut. Tried to just knock it off its feet.
Yeah, with a 12, like you hit it and you hear like you hear it like let out a huge like as like you hit it, and then like you feel it like start to shift. It starts to stand up a little bit. Like it's more on its hind legs than it was a moment ago. But like you've got it. Like it does not enjoy this. Like this body is basically pure magic, Caram.
And I just hit it with a giant null shield.
Like it is not loving it. Like, but this is the first time that you've seen it. This thing might be more magical than Null can just put out.
I kind of figured.
Like, it is solidified magic. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Like, I know that you know this is more than a one-hit situation. I know that. Well, all good. But are you staying up there? Are you still swinging around? Did you just hit it and run, or not run, but like hit it and swing?
I think with how he hit it, he probably ended up over here. just knocking it up, and now he's directly in front of it. And he's preparing for the next go. But I believe some
sure.
other people should get their turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you three. 2 wounded, 1 guarded. But what you guys gonna do?
I think I mean, is it still on its hind legs, or is it like, did it go back down, or what's going on?
I think it's still on its hind legs.
Okay.
Moving back a little bit.
Okay,
Do you
because
need it
I'm
to come
thinking.
back down? 'Cause
No. I was thinking like Clementine's probably gonna target one of those legs with the head of the hammer, and just go swinging at it.
I have an idea, if I may.
Yeah.
So I know there was never really a mechanic tied to it, but Clem and I do have the ability to team attack from Web Ball from forever ago,
Yeah.
and I have a new sword now. Can I come in like in sync with him and go at the other leg?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Fucking fuck them up.
Let's go.
Yeah, both you guys. Just give me 2d20, and like it's the higher one, it counts for both of your attacks.
Okay.
Got it.
Wait, do we roll like? Okay.
Like one each, I
Oof.
think.
Yeah, 1 each. Yep.
Okay, 1 each.
Uh.
Okay. Woo!
Okay. Fucking Clem VP.
Let's go.
Woo!
I'll raise that by 1.
Thank you.
If you wouldn't, I would have.
We got this.
It's like, so yeah, absolutely. You Clem, I really think with the mauler, like you catch its elbow or its knee, whatever you call that, and then you guys just see like it flail backwards the wrong way, screaming about it.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Smack.
It's like absolutely like the most vile sounds are pouring out of this orb. Osiria, as like you, what does the slash look like? Where are you aiming? Let me know.
I think if there's any spot that looks like it would be like particularly weaker than the rest, or particularly more like unguarded in terms of like, I don't know, like natural defense, like that's kind of where she's aiming, like. So I think maybe honestly like at like the joint, or where a joint should be.
Yeah, absolutely. It you take the you take this left arm like clean off, and it is like reaching out with that disgusting corruption blood that we saw yesterday, like the gelatin, as Nickel named it. Ah, yes. Cash only took 6 damage because of the I did not factor that in. Thank you. The shield charm. And it is just fucking just wrecking, like it is angry, it's furious. Cash.
Actually,
Oh, go ahead.
can I just add one minor little detail to my attack now that I think about it?
Yeah, sure can.
Because this is the like cool new wind sword, I do think as she rushes forward, it does kind of create like a tailwind behind her, like doesn't really add anything to the attack damage-wise or anything, just for cool flavor.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You could. Oh man, you can jump so high with this sword, Osiria.
Heck yeah!
Studs.
Yes.
Fucking stunts.
Stunts.
Cuts a limb off. Somebody please add an. Oh, I could, but somebody will do it. I know. To the list of craftable objects that we have, Gorgon's leg. All right, Cash. What do you got? What do you got? Like the shield stopped you from taking like so much damage you would have passed out, but like it hurt. Like you feel a loss. Something's missing.
He's gonna sit there absolutely stunned on things considered, because despite living something like that, the quick gloss and, you know, and then he's going, and then instead of doing what he normally does when he gets terrified and running, he actually gets kind of mad. Actually, not kind of mad, very mad, and will go for his journal like he usually does, and he will use something. He will use Word Lash, which I don't think I've actually used that one before. Which
Funny.
Word Lash is the one that instead of binding agreement, it's the one that does full harm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you just scrying it into the journal, like
He scries it, it puts in a flare on it that, if you permit, it basically leaps off of the page. Instead of it being a aerial lash of ink, it's shaped as though with a inky black wolf tearing into this thing because he's mad.
Ooh.
absolutely. Fucking give me 220 siders. We'll take the higher. Don't worry, it does read as an 11. I'm okay. Okay. I was like, oof, two would have been real rough on everybody. All right. So yeah, the wolf like digs into its what ostensibly that basically its throat. Like I'm thinking like I like when this works. Did it work? Yeah. Like right into its throat, and it like reaches like you see it like reeling back, and then leans forward and screams. This thing is in pain. Like you've heard it. You've definitely heard this thing. Like it is made into a triumph. Okay, absolutely. So yeah, as it reels back even further, so we have done 8. How much does World Lash do as damage?
That's the one thing. Okay, Word Lash, words can become physical objects out and targets AP. Roll the die. It does not say how much it does in any kind of damage, unfortunately.
Okay. This is going to be a 4 damage situation. Everything's like at least doing 4. We'll make it 8 because it was turned into a crit. This thing's HP pool and AP pool is the same thing. Like we can learn that right now. Like it hurts itself to do its abilities, but its abilities are worth it. Like you see that inky wolf tearing into its throat and like reeling it back, and it's just gonna start. It gets back on its hind legs almost all the way, because it doesn't have a front leg, and the other one is being used very similar to Caram, as it's using its disjointed limb as a flail, lashing around the entire area. What I want from each one of you is this is an attack on each one of you, but roll to dodge it. Tell me how you dodge it, and if you sell me on something really good, then we get to like I'll give you extra dice.
All right. I have an idea. So, I think in Osiria's case, wait, can I use an ability for this to help out?
Absolutely, abilities are like really the best way to do it, I think.
Because, I mean, it's really good that you said the sword can increase her jump height, because I had a thing that I've been thinking about doing with one of my abilities for a while now. I think this thing kind of like is coming in for like a side swipe sort of deal at her. I think she's basically gonna jump up, use Gale directed upwards to push herself higher, and just try to go up and over the attack and kind of land safely on the other side.
Mm.
Beautiful. That's 2d20 for sure.
Oh.
Hmm.
How does
I
that
see.
work in this case?
Yeah. That was
It's
close.
13, I think, for you personally. How do you turn this into an attack?
Oh.
How does the
No.
rules turn this into an attack?
Here, I've got the exact thing.
Mhm.
So, it's already launched her, like, pretty high into the air. I think she's just gonna use the claws on, like, her one good arm here to basically just plunging attack it as she comes back down. Like, just as she's falling, just claw into its side.
I absolutely fucking love it. Somebody add Gorgon fur to the list of items that we have for crafting purposes. As even after it shakes you off, you have a large amount of it. Enough to maybe make like a cool collar on a coat and situation, stuff like that.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. So we know how Osiria did it. I'm gonna say that did. Wait. What is your damage on your?
On,
Really-
I know the ability, let me... Raging Onslaught, there we go, that's 6 damage.
Jesus Christ! All right. You guys are monsters, literally sometimes.
Could not be me.
All right. Clem, Caram, Cash. Team C.
Yeah, TC.
Give him a little bit of that vitamin C.
I think it's just that obvious of an attack for Caram that he knows that the safest way to dodge it is just to dash in. You just go straight towards that eye that it's not going to swing towards. You know how risky that is.
It's a risky one. I'm trying to figure out if I give you an extra die for that. Here's the deal, Caram.
All right.
You only get 1 die, but it is an attack. Like, it's a dodge and an attack rolled into one, but if it hits you, it hits you.
It's gonna hurt, I know.
Okay.
All or nothing.
Alright, tough choice, okay.
Of choice. Okay.
So, the flailing. Let me take a look real quick. The flailing all around is smashing everything to like it's hitting these pipes, it's hitting everything around you guys. What? Are you carrying any of your magical items on you?
Let me look at what I got. Probably 2, and I'm not happy about them. The constant typewriter and my watch.
Rom again by not using magical items has protected himself, or not using magic has protected himself. Because I don't think it's worth hurting the watch, and I don't think the constant typewriter is actually magic in itself. Just can fire magic ammo. Alright, Caram, here's what's gonna happen. Like, you can hit this, deck this thing right in that orb, and hurt it. It's gonna hurt. You can give it a little black eye for a moment. But the proximity means, like, you running right at it means that it's looking only at you. It's gonna hit you for as much AP as you hit it for HP, and for damage. If it takes you to 0, it doesn't kill you instantly. It's not an outright death. Like, you will go down. Somebody next turn is gonna have to help you up, but then you can get your action. It's just there's gonna be a roll there that it makes it more dangerous.
Dealt with worse. Let's do this.
Alright. So, what are you hitting it with?
If I'm being honest, I don't think that Caram can motion the shield back in time. So he's just gonna straight flying kick it.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna have a little poll, little conference with your party members here. Don't worry about it. Osiria, Clem, Cash. How bad did we just hurt Caram?
Oh.
What's a good number here? What are we thinking? He just kicked pure magic in the eyeball with, I'm gonna guess, his like emptiness kick. Okay, because we saw something like that happen, and it did like a weird nuke that sent the party outside of the area.
I don't know.
I've made mistakes.
Yeah,
That is
like,
not a mistake. That is how you die.
Yeah. How? Ooh, pain. I don't know what's a good number. Thinking.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
See, unfortunately, I'm not very good at it because I play the man who has to fix the problem afterwards.
I'm not gauging either.
If anything, I feel like that means Cash is the most qualified for this one.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chad is suggesting 10.
Yeah. Lurid said 10. That seems reasonable.
10 is a reasonable number.
Well, that's a lot.
Which,
but
that's
yeah.
wild to say, that 10
Yeah,
is reasonable,
it is.
but...
Yeah, I'm thinking,
10 is
but
reasonable,
honestly,
but instead of going full 12,
mhm.
that would be a problem.
Yeah. I think on the mid end, 10 is,
Yeah, like... That feels like a good, solid number to go with.
That's really funny. Fucking Lurid's fucking with a goddamn killer right there.
That's what I was saying. Like, can his foot survive? No, but no. Like,
Probably gonna be fucking broken after this one.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, oof, ouchie.
This
Wait,
is
so this is
AP damage.
Yeah.
I think, like, and this is like, real quick fast forward to Caram laying in a hospital bed. Caram's, like, what leg do you kick with?
It's really just dependent on the situation, really.
What leg did you kick with right now?
I think it's the right one in this instance.
Okay.
I think going forward after this game, Caram's right leg is basically null metal.
Oh.
Uncontrollable. Like, he has... Like, you can feel it. Like, you still, like, everything normal. But I think that is the payoff for this. If you're cool with it, I don't want to change your character.
I can definitely see him trying to find ways to turn it off, but we'll see where that goes in the future. Right now, I'm down with the consequences.
All right.
Consequences of the action.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So Cash and Clem on the ground, like ready for it. Like you guys, like ducking and weaving this flail like crazy. Caram runs in, fucking flying dragon kicks this thing, and the whole place becomes light.
Ooh.
Like
Gosh.
it's blinding white for all of you. In the is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay. Get ready for a scene swap, guys. When sight comes back, you can see vague images of what looks like a giant, like, Clem, you've seen Geary before. Like, I think most of you have probably seen like Geary or familiar with like a feral version of Midnight, like demonic in like form. So that hulking form, but then you see antlers spring out of it as the corruption begins shifting the flesh of this creature that was in front of you to take on both Warpletinger and like monstrous werewolf qualities. This is the
Oh.
Wendigo.
Oh.
Oh.
And this is my final form.
Fuck phase 2. Okay.
Second elf
Got
bar,
it.
let's go!
Let's go. Let's go.
Second verse, or like the first, but not really. Please no.
Yeah, I think Caram just got shot down to the ground and quite literally skipped something.
I think the flash comes out of the diggy hole, but I don't think you guys have to pay. Like, if anything, like you feel it. I think everybody up top takes 1 HP damage. Like you can take care of that with just a night meal and stuff, but like I think you felt it. It feels almost like somebody punched you in the fucking middle of the forehead.
Oof.
Yeesh.
Lord.
Okay, everyone. Clem, Cash, you two haven't gotten your chance, but you don't have to dodge because Caram took that bullet for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I asked you, it's still dangerous to look at the eye. I figured, but I just want to know.
Oh, it is pulling AP constantly from you. Every missed roll during this phase, everybody loses AP. Its face is more all corruption, not just like dripping out. It is, you see that ball as a it is not bright anymore, it is dim. And it has a feeling of gasping.
Okay.
Or like a cornered animal, but like a cornered animal that literally is going to kill you whether you want it to or not.
Hey, Clem.
First.
Hey, Clem.
Yes.
I have a suggestion.
Yes. Of course. What is it, Caps?
Cash is gonna get this creature's unfortunate attention, and you smile with full malice to keep it staring at him, so it keeps draining 2 HP each, and that gives Clem a moment to hit it with something.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be doing that. Let's
Alright.
try. Yeah.
I
mean-
absolutely. What's your attack on this, Clem?
Okay.
You get your extra die for sure. So
Okay.
Cash, you are losing 2 AP off the top before any roll happens. Clem,
Yes.
yeah. Sell me on you. What do you got? Because like in this moment, you see Osiria is coming down. Like Osiria, you've got basically that feather fall when you're holding this sword. I've just made that an executive decision.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Like, what's the situation right now? Let's see.
So I think Osiria's fallen down from the side here. I think she's going to be able to land right next to Caram, so Caram doesn't get like accidentally stomped on. Well, like it's not that he's like unconscious; he is just very woozy.
Mm-hmm.
And your leg feels like it's asleep.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But you two, like, basically had time to cover your eyes and weren't, like, in the middle of a dodge or an attack. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's leaning down. It's fully taken its new shape.
Okay. Like, what's within reach right now? Let's see. Is it? Because I kind of wanna. Like, which limbs are still left?
It regrew new
Okay.
hands.
Okay. Okay.
We've got the Gorgon's parts back there, but if you take
Mhm.
parts from this, they will be labeled Wendigo parts.
Yeah, because right now I'm thinking like either like, in the front of it, either like the right or, left, like near like maybe not really quite the shoulder, but kind of within like this, I bicep tricep area maybe. Like he's gonna just try to like take another swing, while like Cash, like at least like Cash is right there, and he's gonna take another swing with the hammer and just the hammerhead and just kind of like whack at it. And am I able to do more than that or add to that?
No, absolutely,
Like,
sell me on it. Like, let me
okay,
know.
okay. Cause I don't know. He's let me see. I'm trying to think. I mean, could I? I actually have a question real quick just to make sure. When I did the thing with the golem, that took AP, right? That took in the beginning the
Yeah,
AP part. Okay, making sure because I did subtract that. Okay.
and the golem's still here too, by the way.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
like,
I figure he's because I was gonna do something, but I don't have enough to actually safely do that. So I'm going to, I guess, I mean, it has a little bit of gnome, but like, okay. So I guess he's gonna like coat the little critter with some like acid burn just to make it like a little bit more like like potent, and he's gonna like stick the thing to attack while he's swinging at it. Because I was gonna do something else, but I don't have enough AP to safely do that. So
if because we said it out loud, if
yeah.
you just want to reabsorb your little guy for AP to do an
Okay.
attack,
I
I'm
mean,
fine with that.
I mean, I was just gonna, yeah. I mean, I wanted to, I mean, I could do that. I mean, yeah, maybe he's gonna do that because I wanted to use shock, hit this thing and shock it afterwards, or before. Either way, like, actually, no, I was gonna hit it then shock it.
Yeah, hit it and
metal.
shock it so that it is touching metal.
Yeah. Make it hit so much harder and no metal.
You're gonna have to use the axe end.
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
fine. That's fine.
Okay, because if you hit it with the other side, that side is null.
Yeah, no metal. Yeah, just
Okay.
metal touch thing. Yes.
Absolutely, fucking give me 2d20. Oh,
Okay.
you, Clem, you
Yes?
give me 2d20. Cash,
Okay.
you give me give me 2d20 too.
Okay. Okay.
Those are really good rolls, and
I got it.
that's a 19 and 18. But you guys don't see Clem's, which is another fucking 20 and a 13. Osiria, make another attack.
Fuck yeah!
Let's go follow up.
All right, first let's get Clem's here.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you do gets this thing to refund AP.
Ooh.
Cash, you standing there stoically, getting ready to like just maniacally staring at it. You looked in the devil's eye and it blinked. Like, you all, including Caram, who is like woozy, 4 AP comes back to you instantly. In that moment. So, Clem, you don't even need to reabsorb your little guy. Your little guy is just fucking acid burning the hell out of this thing in the process.
Ooh. Okay.
As you bring down that mauler. And are we thoring this one? Like, is the lightning hitting at the same time?
Yeah, I think so. Like just to like whatever like to like get the like most like sharpest impact and hit it the hardest. Like he's trying to like just make it so much more intense. Do as max damage. Like he's just like trying to aim for like brutality on this thing.
Guys, it's fucking Wendigo arm goes flying into the air, like end over end over end. Osiria, you land on the ground and just in time to turn and see that arm flying off, and you feel invigorated. You feel a little bit, and this is going to be, you feel that ink that Cash drew earlier, that wolf. Like, immediately, you can turn straight into your wolf form and make an attack. It's a 20. I'll tell you that right now. But what does it look like?
I think, like, I think it's a little more controlled than what her normal wolf form attacks look like. But at the same time, it's still pretty brutal, where it is just a flurry of slashes at any openings that it's leaving while it's busy focusing on these two. Just like very quick in and out strikes, like pouncing back and forth, slashing at it as she goes.
Guess you could say it's been disarmed.
Disarm.
Damn it.
We have punishment. Of course I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I know.
Where were you aiming with those slashes, Osiria? The one arm's been ripped and cut clean off and has been like cauterized. Like, I also like, what does that look like for Clem? Clem just uses normal lightning, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole air gets a spritz of like a citrusy scent.
Yeah, for sure. Because he's citrus regardless. That's just residual. That's always that's always. If anything, the lightning's maybe a little bit more yellow, but you know.
All right.
It goes a little bit, yeah.
It smells like somebody's zested so many lemons in here,
Yeah,
right? Which is
yeah,
great.
yeah, zesty lemon thunder, like lightning, like ooh.
Petition to rename Clementine's lightning ability to just lemon zest.
Lemon zest.
Like, get zesty.
Yeah, get zesty.
Get zested, motherfucker.
Yeah, he just swings the hammer, shoots the lightning, like get zesty. No.
It's D20 rock where Clem's in a fucking like noir thriller. It's just like he's just get zesty, motherfucker, and then just shoots somebody out the window.
Yeah, he's got like yeah.
Fedora.
I love those hats. I love those hats. It's got a little lemon on and everything.
Okay, Osiria. Sorry, we know that arm is off. What wonderful other part of this thing's body did we just rip off with your attack? We've got so many choices. We've got 2 horns. We got another arm. We've got a tail.
Like, I think some of the like initial littler swipes were towards the legs, but the big one that's actually going to be dismembering it, I think she wants one of the horns.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes.
Absolutely, just fucking take that horn right off. And
yeah, like, I imagine it's like a super like precise slash too, like right at the base, just a clean cut straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Just land like next to Clem. The arm just finished collapsing. Horn comes down and slams on the ground too. It at this point it's standing up on its fully on its back legs. I know it the token is just like that, but it is all the way up. How do I move things in Roll20? There we go. But this arm is gone. This arm's no longer with us. This horn's no longer with us.
Yep.
Caram, you are reinvigorated by Cash and Clem's team attack on that right there.
Alright. I think I'm gonna do something fun.
Nice.
I'm gonna use my watch to go straight up for its eye. I'm gonna use the ability of the daggers. And I'm just gonna use my watch to use both turns in one go.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Get him!
All right, so give me the first 20 cider so that I can narrate where we found. Okay, so 4. You changing that at all?
Do you want to change it?
Kind of want to change it.
Okay. Can
Uh,
I? Huh?
Do you just want to make it a success or a reroll?
Yeah. What do you want?
Kind of want success just for this one.
Can I swap that with the 17?
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's a
can.
good idea.
You can,
I'm gonna
Clem.
swap it. So there you go, swapping that. There you go.
Yeah.
17.
Fuck yeah, let's
Hey,
go.
everybody. Clem pounded the orb earlier.
Yeah, ponder the orb. Here you go. Swipe.
Fucking sick. All right. Oh man, what does that look like? Clem, what was about to go wrong that you corrected?
Ooh, I feel like maybe like it was about, I don't know, maybe it was gonna go out of Clementine just kind of like snap like I guess knackered at it, like kind of smacked it again just to get its attention, or just like to
Yeah,
make
okay.
sure Crom gets a clean cut at it.
All right. Crumb, you see it. You're maneuvering around it. You can see the weak spot. In this form, instead of a pure orb, this one has a pupil. This
Ooh.
has a place to put to stab, you know? There is a target. That's the target.
That's the target.
Target.
Get that
Like-
bitch.
Inside that pupil, like you can see it, it is just pulsating corruption. It's about the size of like a car engine, but like it is seeping out. That's what all that stuff around its face is. You know the dangers of this area. If you get splashed or you get touched by that corruption, like you're gonna have to lose that limb. Like that's the only way we know right now to stop it. You know the risks. These are the risks. You know the weak spot.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next step?
I know the weak spot. And if there's one thing I've learned from Nickel, it's finish the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, hit me with that roll.
Oh!
Oh! Hmm. Now, if anybody wants to change that number, which I am fine with, how did you change that number?
Hmm.
Like that is important right now, because I think that 3 means that like those little hands that we've seen the corruption put out have grabbed a hold of Caram and are pulling him into the eye. It is trying to absorb Caram the same way that it absorbed that shadow.
Caram, do you mind if I play that for you?
Go for it.
If that wants to pop up.
Oh. Someone
Did it-
beat you to it.
Oh.
Clem
If
made
the other
it
one, like,
I mean,
no, like what
since
what
Cash
was,
had intent, what were you planning to do? I think would be the way to
Yeah.
handle
That
that.
absolutely
since he is keeping this thing, since he was keeping this thing staring at him for as long as he has, mentally straining, but this thing is getting the full malice that this man has been sitting on since returning from where he came from. The loss of time, the loss of family, now the loss of one of his best friends. He is making this thing hurt, and he is making it look at him the whole time. It's unable to break what he's capable of doing to give Caram an absolute moment to be able to take it the fuck out. Man's full of all kinds of malice and hate. But, only little rabbits and cannons sometimes see that little bit of it,
I'm absolutely sold. Like, Caram, what is it like? How do you plunge this thing into the pupil? Like, what does that look like? As it, you could have sworn a moment ago, it was it. This was it. Like, you saw it, like, just misjudged the jump. But then, like, it was worth it. I feel like you said, finish the mission. But now, all of that corruption has like peeled back. It looks like to you nothing more than like scared prey, you know, is all terrified of something behind you. And I think if there's like, if this was a splash page, you know, like the middle of a comic thing, you would see Caram's like arm reeled back with the shoulders like in his hand, ready to like inject it with the explosives. But behind him, you would see like a tiny little cache, and then a huge wolf shadow. Like with that ridiculous grin.
I think because it moved away, Caram doesn't just see an opportunity to just plunge it into the eye. He sees the opportunity to take out the entire eye. Just pluck it clean out of his face. And
Absolutely.
It loosened its grip just a little too much. He shoots up into the air slightly, and then just, with one fluid motion, just both daggers just spin and just slice it straight off.
Add to the crafting pool. 1 Wendigo eye.
Really gotta keep an eye out on me.
I hate that
I
card.
hate this card.
I love it. It's good. Thank you.
You know, as he's probably putting his glasses back on after staring at it, he's just gonna go and perish.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, so the rest of it, as I have said, like Caram falls to the ground. You land. It was a 20. You land. Like, this is how its body dissipates, like flaking apart, like paint peeling back, layer after layer after layer, in like dried flakes. You see everything that is connected to the main body of corruption becomes like dust and flows away. Osiria, or actually any of you got the recon visors. If you look through the recon visor, you can see the corruption like in the air as it's dissipating, but it seems to be being pulled towards those pipes. Any of the burst pipes, it will get into those and move. Honestly, these guys rolled so well that I couldn't hurt the up top.
You
And
could
the
say
times
we are
didn't roll
professionals.
well, we were willing to take it.
As you guys collapse on it, like looking back through the recon, like if you look through the recon visors, you can see this place again. Like it has been given back its AP, at least a little bit of it. Like this is another one of those places that is an amalgamation of multiple places that could have been. I'm gonna move you guys here because I made these tokens and we're gonna fucking see them.
Yes. Pretty.
These are the little stag creatures that are here. Imagine if like an antelope and a jackalope were roughly the same size.
Pretty.
As like they hop through here. And now I'm gonna give you guys the traditional items that you get from Diggy Hole games, but you guys immediately got attacked by the giant monster. So, Cash, sitting, what are you guys doing actually? And right after you kill that monster, let me know. Like, this is what the place feels like now. It's gone, like, the magic has come back to this place. But we know this is a very temporary, possible place. These creatures will not exist when you guys leave. Or they will continue to exist just in the in-between. But like, are we bandaging people up? How are we
Oh
feeling?
yeah, definitely. That's what he's doing. But normally he's quite talkative while he's working on whomever he's working on, but right now he's quite quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clementine's gonna let him concentrate. I don't know what he's. I mean, I guess he's gonna be like keeping an eye out just in case.
I guess, quick question: does Ram notice like the magic dissipating from wherever he steps when he has the recon visor on?
I think probably, yeah. You definitely see that right footprint.
Okay.
Or I guess he'll try to he'll take some bandages from Cash and try to see if a barrier will allow him to walk around without disrupting the magic. I assume
We need to
not.
get you some silver-soled shoes.
Apparently we'll need them.
Yeah.
So in your baggage, like in your doctor's bag, packed with the rest of the stuff, Cash, is a little like package that just says from Dr. Myers.
God damn it. He's gonna just finish doing what he needs to, and whomever needs medical attention, and it'll just like move things out and just look at it, go, God damn it, and just pull it out, see what it is.
Inside the little like it's definitely like brown paper wrap with like wrapped in twine situation. And it's just like, to my dearest friend Cash, I heard you had some you ran into some friends of ours in Plumbob. Some of them can't be trusted. Ridiculous theories that man has. Anyway, I found this in folk song recently. I thought of you. XOXO, Dr. Myers.
Better not be a fucking head.
Inside is a small bottle with a tag attached to it that says, "Drink me." And next to it is the top of a very colorful mushroom. It looks like a mushroom, but it smells like cake. And next to that, and it's on a napkin that says, "Eat me."
He's going. Who's closest? Wait, who knows any other like healing magic? This is for a joke. Just I want to know.
Technically not HP healing, but I do have the ability to make medicines, so...
He's gonna hand Osiria his like doctor's book and just, in case this is poison, here's the page.
Alright. Of course.
And he's hesitantly just gonna drink it.
Okay. When you drink it, you find the exact amount of liquid goes into your mouth as you shrink to 50% of your size.
Oh dear.
It is a savory flavor, and its liquid is like a thin syrup.
Oh.
You are 50% of your size. All other ratios stay the same. All of your clothes, everything attached to your body, also shrinks down with you. Anything that we would call clothes or equipment. You can't just grab somebody else. Like, there is enough in the bottle to take 4 sips a day, but looking through the bottle, you can see it incrementally filling back up.
Just for him taking an educated guess, taking a bite of the thing that says "Eat me."
Now, the eat me thing is, this mushroom has a cake-like texture, sweet vanilla smell. It's a delightful little prize. When you bite it, you get half again your size back. So if you were 6 foot, you would become 9 foot. Instead of, like, you wouldn't become 12 foot. Like, you don't double in size, you half again. But if you take the mushroom, you recover your pure size after drinking. Like, you don't have to math that one
Yeah,
out.
so
It
they
just happens.
counteract each
Yeah,
other, not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Neat.
Interesting.
He's gonna just look at the 2 items, go, at least it wasn't poison, and puts it in it, wraps it back up nicely, and puts it back in his bag for now.
Are you still 50% as big as you normally are? Or did you eat the other piece, or did you just make an educated guess? Because I need to know if we've got tiny little Cash walking around.
Educated guess, he took a bite to get back to his normal size.
Yeah. All right. If there are enough for 4 bites of this, it also regenerates. Like, it fills itself back up.
Neat.
The effects only last until the eater/drinker goes to sleep. It's like, until you go to sleep, you are that size. If for each bite that you take of the mushroom, you gain 1 max HP and plus 1 to all rolls where size matters. Like, if being big is useful and you can explain why, you get a +1 on that roll, up to a +4 if you want to become huge.
Ooh.
Because Cash is what, 6 foot?
He is not. He is either, I forget if he's either 5 foot even or 5'5". He is average.
Okay, so
You said 5'5" before. That's
Yeah,
what
I think it's
confused me.
5'5".
Yeah, 5'5". Yeah,
5'5".
he's average.
Yeah.
okay, so you'd go from 5'5" to 7.5 to 15 to 21 feet tall.
He's gonna mess with this. No, it's just not the time for it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay.
Him 7 foot tall. This is what y'all feel like. I hate it.
Jill even looks at him straight in the face. But no, that'd be fun.
I think. Oh yeah. Alright. So back here, right where we killed the monster, these pillars are almost like, we in our world would consider them like Etruscan or like early Roman style. Like, that is the vibe of this place. And Caram, there's a pool of like water right nearby where you killed that thing. And you see a small face come up and like look directly at you from the water.
Hello.
And it's just like, a champion. And it holds up a bangle to you.
Crom will grab it. Curiously. Cautiously.
The small nymph swims away. This is the Achilles heel. This bangle, made of a copper-like metal, has the ability to draw the ire of all who look upon it. If a provoked character will go out of their way to take the wearer out of commission first. Like, if you are wearing this and you get in a fight with a group of things, all of them will attack you first. They won't even look at the rest of the party until the party attacks them. This is a permanent provoke. But it also gives you a +1 roll on to all of your attack rolls for each extra opponent you're fighting after the first one.
Oh.
Diggy holes are about treasure, people.
Mm-hmm.
And now you guys see the fact that the roots have even come in here. Now, the last time that we saw the Diggy hole, like, we learned that this is less an actual place and more what happens, like a gateway into the possibilities. Like, all of the things that could have been when the worlds merged together, like, are this. It's like, are here. But these are the roots that you guys have seen. Osiria, these are the exact roots, and whatever testing you guys can do to bring back some of the pieces of it, like, I fully recommend that happen. Did I move everybody or did I? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you guys just refreshing. These are the pipes from the real world coming into the possibilities, like coming into the in-between.
Mm.
Like in pumping possibilities into the real world.
Oh. So, and we can tell that's what's happening here, or?
I think you guys have all of the clues that you can put that together for sure.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What's the plan here?
Well, once Osiria's got it all noted down that that is a thing that's happening, can she try to, like, take... well, is there a way she can safely take a piece of this to, like, bring back and study?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. We're gonna have to like cinch off a pipe situation.
Oh, can
Who's
I
got
help?
mechanical know-how?
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, go ahead. Absolutely. You're just gonna do it with your hand? Absolutely. I love it.
Like he has acid. Like he can just.
Oh, that's true. I think the spoon's just like, I'm a plumber. I'm a licensed
Oh yeah, let's go.
plumber.
Let's go.
Get me over
Let's go.
there.
All right. Let's go. We got this.
Walks you through. He's like, okay, first take that honey hammer of yours.
Oh, okay,
What
I
I
got
need,
it.
what I need you to do is make a wrench, and he like tells you how to like make a pipe wrench.
He does so.
Hey, I don't know how many times you guys have seen Clem talk to his spoon.
All the time.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad they just have conversations.
No, they do for
Yeah,
sure. Like he
no.
does all the time. He does. He's just like he talks to him casually. He made him his little hat and his little outfit. Like he's got everything. Like they talk all the time.
With how often
like-
Caram is over at Cash's, he's just used to it as well.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, Osiria and Clem hang out a good bit, so, like, this is just normal to her, too.
Yeah. He's even introduced him. He's just like, oh, Sarah, this is a spoon. Like so.
That's fucking great. I love this so much. So I think the pipe we go up to is actually much larger than I was originally thinking. But so we have a large, like 1 foot like diameter like pipe, like a big ass sewer pipe. And the spoon's just like, hold on there, Clem. I think something's stuck in there.
Oh.
You're gonna have to get it out.
All right. And can you just reach in there? Because he's gonna reach in there.
Oh yeah, it does look like a tangled mass of maybe like hair or vines.
Okay, he's just gonna try to like just pull it all out, unravel it, just kind of gently, just try not to like break it apart. He's just gonna try to get it all out, whatever wad it is.
This tangled mass of thorns and sticks is the briar crown.
Ooh.
Given to the lords of the woods by the Earl King himself, a creature of immense power and absolute authority in the wood. The briar crown makes all who see the wearer while you're in the woods respect their power, and you can communicate with anything that makes the wood its home, as though you had animal speak at all time.
Ooh, I love that. Oh yeah, nice.
Clementine's just more of a princess
the perfect hat. He's just like, oh, the perfect hat.
Like this, the briar crown makes it, even if worn by someone who has stolen the crown, it still grants the same respects, as the Earl King has only one rule, and it's survival of the fittest.
Ooh.
Any successful melee attack made against the wearer, the person takes 2 damage that did the attack. And if the wearer deals a fatal blow in battle, they recover all HP and AP immediately.
Wow. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, and Osiria, your sword is called Fragarok. Or like I keep calling it Fraggle Rock. But it's a sort of Irish legend. You should take a look at some of the stories about it.
How do I spell that, just for my
Uh,
notes' sake?
Fragarach.
Gotcha.
It's a really cool sword. I'm pretty sure it's the sword that Stormbringer was based off of from like or whatever that sword was called in Dark Souls 3. That like murdered that giant guy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ooh.
It's that. It's that sword. Alright, good. Now I got to use the maps that I made for this place and I walked us around here. Alright, so what do we know that we have? Before we end this game. We know Cash has one less shadow. Or two less shadows. Good to know.
Mhm.
Clem has a crown. Alright, but other than those, what items did we take off from the Wendigo and the
I have
Gorgon?
them listed. We have the Gorgon's leg, the Gorgon fur, and the Wendigo eye.
and the Wendigo horn.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
wanna
Yeah,
go arm?
you didn't say to list that, but yeah, we took off the horn.
So,
Yeah.
The
Didn't
horn
we also
and
get its
claw.
arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did,
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arm. We'll say whole arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got the arm while it was still in the Gorgon form, so...
Yeah.
You got
We
one
got.
arm in the Gorgon form and an arm in the Wendigo form.
Yeah. We
Oh,
got
my
both.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I got both. Yeah, I got both.
We're doing stage boss fights, people. Things can transform.
I love that.
I was not here for stage 2.
Alright. So yeah, I think I have to do a recap for a fucking Diggy Hole game.
The last time you had to do this, people ended up in space.
People ended up in space.
Oh shit, they did?
Holy shit, people have been to space?
Hey, did you guys know Osiria's been to space?
Holy shit, is Sirius been to space?
Space? What?
Not forgiven. It's just like making donate. Like, okay, yeah, you tell me how the fucking cat and squirrel bar is like. What did we get him? A jukebox? What's going on? Add something to the bar. That's fine. Absolutely. Okay. So, we can get all of this stuff up, no problem, because we've dealt with diggy holes in the past. That's why you guys came down with, like, wenches and stuff, so we can drag all of this stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
When we get back up there, Caram, how's, like, your leg?
I think the first thing Caram does is go over to Vatna and just say, I'm gonna need some silver boots.
Yeah, but, like, the silver can't touch your skin. If
Oh,
it does, you'll burn yourself.
I thought that... Oh, jeez. How do I deal with this?
I mean, maybe
Like, get socks. Like, you're gonna have to put on multi-layer socks that will eventually, with contact with you, turn null, but it'll take quite a while, and then your foot will be on fire.
Oh.
So maybe like keep an extra change of socks on you most of the time, so you can, just in case.
Caram.
Caram just looking at Vatna. The answer is that this is a problem that I have no idea how it's going to be solved.
Aw.
She's got one thick, like, sequined sock.
Right now it's just a bunch of bandages wrapped all around it.
Everybody's like, you guys like look around, everybody's exhausted, like they've been fighting things too. But then I think you guys would have to be perceptive, but I wouldn't put it past any of your characters to notice the fact that Cash is no longer casting a shadow. Because the fact that Cash's shadow was so weird, because it was Midnight Shadow.
Oh.
So I guess to answer Midnight's question, Shadow's just gone.
Oh.
Everybody just like comes out with their cool new shit. It's like, yeah, this is really neat. And
Clementine-
see now, that would have cut the tension so hard if you had come back up as Little Cash, as change, as I like to call them.
God damn it. So we got change in
Like,
dollar form.
screw conditions.
Change. That makes sense.
Small change in large bills.
Large bills. No. Oh, that also makes sense. Yeah, big cash is called check.
That uncle you don't like is like school loans.
Yeah, Mr. Uncle Loans don't like that guy.
Okay. Credit card debt's the worst.
I don't like that cousin either. Oh,
They
jeez.
show up every month and you don't care.
Oh, they keep
shows
not
up
bringing anything for
every
the potluck.
month,
Come on, you gotta bring something.
punches you in the gut, takes $100 and leaves.
How dare he?
I like to think of Cash as a cool cousin debit.
Yeah. Oh no, cash member debit. No, no, the cash member
Oh
debit.
my god.
No. He doesn't remember debit because he has to bring a picture. It's like, oh yeah.
Damn it.
Gets the photo album out. Oh man. Yeah, Debbie. I love Debbie.
That's fucking just, that's it right there. You remember how this game, like, that's exactly how you know fucking, that weird creature's gone and it's no longer stealing the adventurous magic. Even as sad and as tragic as shit went down there, when you guys come up here, you can joke around immediately. The tone has returned. And it's just like, I think with that tone, Cash, there's a level of optimism. Like, you saw that shadow multiple times after it was consumed. And those pipes gotta go somewhere.
He wants to find the good boy. He is not letting him get taken away again. Because it's not just his, it's also Midnight's. And he's also doing it for his friend.
Who's a good boy?
Shadow's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know without question you can rely on Osiria for help with that one.
I'd fucking hope so.
I like that the first conversation they had was essentially, hey, if this is poison, here's how to treat it.
Yeah, like if this is gonna kill me, please fix me.
You know what? This is the moment. Everybody's standing around laughing at the whole thing, and it's just like, hey, what are those for?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, where's Midnight?
Hmm.
And Royce wouldn't miss a chance to go down into the diggy hole.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Valentina's down to clown. And like, we know Valentina loves Digberg.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that so is Tarkus. Tarkus is way down to clown with that sort of thing. Where is he?
Right?
Yeah.
It's just like, big monsters? You guys got a mission that you had to go kill giant-ass boats? Where's Tarkus? Why wasn't he the first one down this hole? You guys try the communicators. All of you, obviously, of
yeah,
course.
I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
absolutely.
So hey.
Nothing.
Hmm,
It comes back, nothing.
that's a learning.
So, yeah, I think this might be where Osiria starts freaking out a little bit.
Oh, Osiria. Clementine would just, try to comfort her a little bit.
Relax. Midnight's dealt with worse. Sure, he's
I mean,
just got caught up killing a monster.
yeah, I mean, wherever he is, I'm sure he's okay.
I truly hope you're right.
Yeah.
Smash cut to Midnight getting gored against a tree by a giant, like, fucking corrupted bull moose. As he's ripping into him. Royce is standing on the thing's back, swinging his giant sword into it over and over again. Valentina's currently holding up one of its legs as trying not to get stomped on.
Oh.
And, Tarkus is, arm is cut all the way up, and, he is bleeding. Really fucking bleeding. Blood pouring all over the ground.
Yeah, chances are that there's 4 of them missing. They're with Royce. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Clementine nods.
Thanks for a second. Oh no, they're with Royce.
Clementine nods.
Cash just looks at Caram. I've seen that man eat pure no metal for science. I hope they're fine.
Oh
Clementine
no,
still
they're
nods.
with Royce.
Oh no, they're with Royce.
Clementine
Yeah.
just passes Osiria for. They'll be okay.
Osiria just faints.
Oh, he catches her. He's like, no, Osiria, no.
I think, yeah. We're gonna... Definitely the episode ends there. I should do a recap, though. Okay, So we had a Diggy hole. Soap played the wonderful Oracle card, which, if you don't remember, Oracle, you roll a 1d20, and whatever number that lands on is how good of something that is guaranteed to happen. Like, if you roll a 20, I will tell you what artifact you are guaranteed to get, or I will tell you are guaranteed to get an artifact. Some of them are like, when Soki played it, he rolled in the middle. So I introduced the option of, do you want to keep the world more magical, or do you want to go back? I gave Soki that option. For this one, Cash rolled a 1, and I told him they were going to lose something. It was 17? Yeah, 17. I knew it was, up there. I knew it was at least a success. So, when we went down the Diggy hole to face this monster, we discovered that it was a magical draining monster. It wasn't the same as null metal. It wasn't null metal, it just, pulled it to itself. It could create null things, which makes it incredibly dangerous. And good job, guys, keeping it, down there and dead. Caram was pretty immune to it, that was alright. But you know who wasn't immune to that kind of stuff? Is old Dr. Cash, as they got their shadow ripped from them and then consumed. Osiria found a cool wind sword and did some anime-ass bullshit. Caram turned himself into a wrecking ball. We figured out Clem is actually Thor, but a citrusy version of it. Thornges.
Oranges.
Thornges. And Cash got over it, though, and began summoning, I think you learned how to speak wolf, or, how to, write wolf. Not phonetically, but, in, a way that wolves would understand if they saw it written out.
Wait, if you're telling me that I can send Midnight letters just that says bitch just in wolf.
Universally, I speak wolf now. It's and what's fucked up is even more canonical to what just happened. If that wasn't a language before, you literally, as a Bureaumancer, just wrote it into existence. So that's fun. All wolf creatures know this language.
Neat.
Clem got a good hat. We can get we can get little cash or big cash. Yeah, that's right. It's like, okay, there's four small and 4 big, so we need names for each step.
Okay.
Don't worry, they'll all be money puns.
Caram got a tank bangle, and Osiria got a sword that makes her anime as fuck.
Yeah.
And we learned that even in here, like, magic is being pulled in. Like, the levels of magic are greatly increasing. And I think we all, like, in one case says that to you, you can all be like, okay, yeah, you're right. Instead of, like, there's no, like, flat out denying it anymore. It's like climate change, people. We're well beyond the denying phase. Alright. I think I'm good. Thank you guys. You guys did fucking great tonight. Not that you guys don't always do great, but this game was really good.
This was so
no,
this was
thank
a
you
lot
so
of fun.
much. Yeah, very fun. It was so cool. Oh.
So far, like, both the games this arc have given me that, like, yeah, we fucking are doing something really cool the whole way through.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Love it so much. So excited for everything else.
So, like, tomorrow, we've got a game that is Kay, Silky, Hazel, and Patagon, where there's a signal. It's coming from directly north of the silver thimble. It matches the party that we're looking for, but we know where the party actually is. They're not there. But that's tomorrow's game. And then we play a game on Tuesday as well. And that is Simmons, Rosie, Pim, and Gemini. It's gonna be
Should
great.
A good fun time.
All these games are great. You guys killed it. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me hit you.
Yeah! That was so
I'm always
good.
down for consequences of my own
For real
actions.
though. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised I came out without any HP damage. I thought I was gonna get a lot worse that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Legendary feast for everyone here.
Let's
Oh.
go.
Nice. Yeah.
Cat and squirrel after party.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
absolutely.
nice.
Let me give you, for the RP leaders, invent me 2 bartenders and invent me like a staff. Like, go ahead. Juxtapose is a cat person that lives here. Most of the people that live here are, there's a good mix of cactus people, cat people, and various other humanoids. Flamingos have made it all the way out here as well. That's just we're gonna deal with flamingos forever now. So
No, we are
And
cursed
yeah.
for an eternity of flamingo. There's no going back.
they are pretty good in technology. They're not as far as like you guys, but they do have electricity. They do have garages and stuff. So if you guys want a party here in this town, go for it. Absolutely. Just know that literally tomorrow is the day that we're gonna get those signals for the crew, the party that is going out to that game. Like, these games have taken place one day after another. But yeah, have fun. Like, we'll make the RP. I'm sure somebody already did it. Yeah, this was great. You guys are great.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, very fun. Yeah, thank you.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Vala asked who all is able to go to that party, and I think we established at the beginning of the game that like everyone could be here as long as you had a reason to be here or wanted to be here.
I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, the whole crew was there, right? So,
Whole crew.
Yep.
if you guys weren't even here during the game and you just say that you just made it and like the whole thing's explained,
Yeah.
then you're part of it. Just do it.
Yeah,
Love it.
Have a good time. Alright,
Cass
so I
ran
think
away.
we're gonna
What?
head off. And we will see y'all tomorrow at normal time. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.